Well, healthcare is expensive, no doubt about it. And women, even those with insurance, sometimes have to pay quite a bit of money for their medications and treatments that only women need. That's where a program at Eastern Virginia Medical School comes in, giving women the opportunity to get the much-needed healthcare and medical services for free. What's the catch? Cheryl Tan visited the Clinical Research Center at EVMS. It holds a solution to today's What's Your Problem?
Hi, everybody. We're in downtown Norfolk at Eastern Virginia Medical School. Ran into Kimberly Sykes, so I've got two questions for her. One, what is she doing here? And two, what's her problem? Kim?
Well, in this economy, finding health care for women's issues is huge for me.
So, Kim, what brought you here to EVMS?
Well, I actually heard an ad on the radio.
The Clinical Research Center at EVMS need women between the ages of 18 and 40 to participate in a research study.
It was something I needed, and they were willing to compensate me, and so I called and I qualified, and here I am.
So we're here talking with Dr. Annie Thurman with EVMS about some interesting programs here that can benefit a lot of women in our community.
Yeah, I think Kim is very representative of a lot of women in this community. For one reason or another, women aren't able to access the care that they need, and I want people to know that at the Clinical Research Center, we conduct a lot of clinical studies in women's health, be it in family planning and contraception, symptoms of postmenopausal women. But as part of these clinical research studies, we do a lot of the basic screening that women need. For example, we do, a full physical exam. We do their cervical cancer screening. All of our services are free here, and we compensate patients for their time and effort.
I will say that everything has been exceeding my expectations, and so I'm super happy that I'm involved in this study.
When people hear the term clinical trial, they feel like they're being made guinea pigs in a situation, especially with drugs. They might be a little leery of that.
Absolutely, and the process of bringing a drug to market is very rigorous, and so women that are enrolled in trials here are not using, totally experimental medications. A lot of our studies that we do here are, for example, testing a generic birth control pill against a brand name, or a generic intrauterine device against a brand name intrauterine device. So, I don't think people always know that these generic drugs on the market have to go through the same rigorous testing as the brand names. Depending on the trial, we see the patients back, either monthly, every 6 months, every year, just kind of depending on what the trial is about. And, we're their doctors. I think women are very altruistic. Women are often the person in their family that directs health care for their children, for their, for their husband. And I think women are very interested in improving women's lives, and that's what we're doing here.
Now, if you have questions, call this number to talk with someone about the studies currently underway at the Clinical Research Center. That's 757-446-5808. All of the medical testing is free. That includes pap smears, screening for infections, checking blood sugar, and depending on the study, women are compensated between $300 and $3,000.
Wow.
Yeah, in return, you have to pay regular visits to EVMS in Norfolk. More information can be found online at www.crcevms.org. And of course, as always, we'll link all of that to our website on the HamptonRoadshow.com.
Something else you might not have known about.
Absolutely.